Good morning, YouTube. Running a little late. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna mute y'all. Alrighty, sorry about that. There's certain noises that you really don't need to be hearing early in the morning, and that was one of them. So that's why I hit the mute button. Start this morning out, but before we do that, I am going to. I bought me some boiled egg yesterday, and I'm sprinkling one of them with some Celtic salt. Any of you nutritional folks would know that is awesome. Alright, let's get rolling. Alright. Let's see here. Get us some momentum here. Get back on the road. Oh boy. Early morning, early morning, early morning. Well, we spent the night, and see, this is, I learned this from old school trucker. Until I can get up to 50 miles an hour, I keep my flashers on, because what that's doing, I'm letting all of the truckers, not the four wheelers, the truckers behind me say, hey, beware. I am going below 50 miles an hour. So if you're hauling ass, you see them flashes, oh, okay, something's going on. I need to slow my roll. That's why, when you see some truckers do that, because that's what you're supposed to do. At least, used to be supposed to. I don't know what the heck folks do now, but that's what you're supposed to do. But it is what it is. I'm I gotta talk about that too, but um I'm happy the last couple of days my dispatcher has been running me like a real trucker. I've been having to push this sucker, and I ain't had to do that in a while. So I've been getting it, and and making sure that I'm getting down the road. And when I was leaving this morning, I parked at a rest stop. What I normally try to do, because when you park at rest stops, it's best to park all the way at the end, where when you pull out, you're right at the opening, you know, towards the interstate, because these others will make their own parking, and you will not have enough room to make the turn out of your parking spot, because there's someone crossways in front of you in the dirt or whatever, so that you don't hit the other truck. And I really, I'm taking my sweet time, making my coffee and doing my stuff this morning, and trying to wake up. And what I was really doing, you know, mainly was trying to wake up. That's the main thing. Oh, I just realized something. I gotta move my plants out of the seat. I'm about to come up on the agricultural spot. I'll do that in a second. Um, but I seen the guy next to me starting to try to maneuver to get past me, and I knew he wasn't gonna make it. So I rolled down my window, waved my hand, and gave him the hey 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes. And I turned my lights on and flashed so he see I was doing my pre-trip. So I had to hurry up because normally I was gonna set up in the trucks, set up the thing in the truck stop and get going. But I took off and I started my morning by listening to some music. I didn't get enough. I didn't get enough. I listen to goofy music to get me in a goofy happy zone. That's one thing I'm gonna talk about today about navigating your dark areas of your life. We as African Americans don't don't or it's shunned upon or you're laughed at, ridiculed, or mocked about seeking mental health. A lot of y'all grew up in the Huxtable family, the nice house, and everything is the hunky dory and everything, and and then Mr. Huxtable, and he's hiding cake in the refrigerator, and he's eating Jello pudding and everything else, and everything is so wonderful. But some of us grew up in a mentally unstable household. Some of us was called a fat ass most of our lives. Some of us have been made fun of to the point that we cried ourselves to sleep. Some of us watched our mother and father fight and beat the piss out of each other, or do crash up derby down the street like the Dukes of freaking Hazzard. Some of us watch guns being pulled on people. Some of us watch people getting shot at and killed. Some of us lived in high drug traffic areas. Some of us had to kill because it was our job in the military. Some of us watched our friends go on to the next life, and we had no control over it. Some of us grew up with no self-esteem and had no way of finding it. Some of us didn't know that all the stuff that I just said was not normal, but it was a part of our regular lives. And we've dealt with it. We've shunned it. We've put it. We've tried to bury it as far down as possible. But every once in a while, that dark area, that dark place sneaks its way around our barriers. Every once in a while, that dark place sneaks its way around our safeguards. Every once in a while, that dark place sneaks its way around our minefield that we laced with the door we chain closed. Every once in a while, they find the key that we've hidden and open up that door to try to bring that dark place out of us. Every once in a while. And you know what? It's not right, it's not fair, but every once in a while it happens. I remember I used to sit in this truck, not this truck, but a truck, and sit in that dark place because I was too scared to do anything else but to sit in that dark zone, that dark place, that dark area. And I didn't know that there was a difference. I didn't know that there was a way out. That even in the dark, driving in the dark, that it would be brighter, it'd be lighter. I didn't know that. But slowly, people have reached their hand out. Loved ones, friends, life itself, to pull me out of that dark place. And once I got out of that dark place, it's been banging on that door and banging on that door and banging on that door, trying to get out. One of the things that I do every morning is I listen to, what the heck? Hold on, guys. This this daggone, I'm gonna have to get my sonar fixed. This piece of junk. Uh, One of the things I do to quiet down that background noise, and I've learned because being an empath, it hits me tenfold. But I always start my mornings out listening to different types of music, different types of fantasies. Like I'm this old school rapper. I'm this old school entertainer that I'm listening to certain types of rock and roll or whatever, and one of them is Japanese rock and roll. So I be stringing the guitar while I'm riding down the road. Don't know what this guy's saying, but I'm saying it because I've heard it about 10,000 times in Japanese. And there's some of them is YouTube videos and some of that, and it makes me so freaking happy that it muffles out that dark area. It muffles out that dark zone. It muffles out that past pain. And it's enough positive energy to keep me going for the rest of the freaking day. Good morning, Wellness. I don't know if that's anything, but it makes me feel good. Another thing that makes me feel good is effing up my freaking lawn. Because I have planted every seed known to man. I am at the last leg of this journey. Because I realized that my neighbor, before he moved, he showed me a spot of my lawn because I've been putting it off. I realized an area of my lawn that was fescue. He said, "Hey, yo, that's fescue, man. You got to cultivate that because that's good lawn. That's good." And I put every type of grass seed known to man on my lawn. He said, "But fescue should work here," and that's what I've been slowly doing, and it works. Blah 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 blah. But I love working on my lawn. I love trying to get grass to grow. I love working, bending over, having a couple of beers, and it drowns out. And over the years, it's built up my self-esteem. Even though I've killed my lawn plenty of times. That's why when I do, I put the can't stop walking, but love mowing and cruising. The progression of my life, I'm telling you in my name. I'm telling you from the darkness that I walked out of, that people have pulled me out of. I'm telling you that I navigated out of the darkness of my life. The can't stop walking is because my future wife loved to walk and is actually obsessed with it, but walks. And I said to myself, because we had spent 4 days in Vegas. Two of those days, 2 days we walked 32 miles, and I was 300 plus. Not good pair of walking sneakers, not you know. And I realized, hey, I can't stop walking. Or this this Negro gonna kill me. But I realized that I liked her. I realized that no matter what, I'm gonna figure it out. See, because prior to that, I was sitting in darkness. Prior to that, I had no reason for living. Yeah, I just said it. Prior to that, I had no reason. I had no energy, no nothing. A couple of months before that, I was in a very, I should have died a truck accident. Like 3 or 4 months before that. But hold on. See, now I gotta move my plants out of my passenger seat. So the guy doesn't see it at the agricultural spot. But see, over the years, I thought it was just somebody single person that's what I'm living for. No, I'm living for myself. But over the years, I've been able to learn safeguards, learn stuff, and start figuring out what makes me happy. Like right now, I'm talking about walking and all of that stuff. I don't like it. But guess what? I've read up. I read up that that eats up all the sugar in your blood, and it's not going in the sugar. When you got too much sugar in your blood, it's not going to force you to go to the bathroom all the freaking time. So I'm like, wait a minute, I need to get my behind out there and walk. I've learned, okay, if I listen to some hardcore this or hardcore that, it just keeps me going because I'm mad anyway. And I'm like, black man listening to heavy freaking metal is hilarious. And I learned to keep going. Over the years, I've developed things to make me feel good because I didn't know how to feel good. I couldn't figure out how to feel good. I didn't want to feel good. I've learned things. I've learned to recognize the danger zone when that door starts to creep open. In the last few days, that door done creaked open wide. But instead of slamming it shut, I recognize that door is wide open. instead of hugging it and saying, hey, welcome back. I ain't seen you in a while. I recognize. See, a lot of y'all don't realize when I say something about myself, I'm saying it because I recognize it. If I call myself a fat AZZ, that is, I'm encouraging myself to not be fat no more. If I'm saying I'm lazy, I'm encouraging myself to get my behind up and do something. Because I know I'm hard headed. And I know how to talk to myself to get the response that I need. Y'all don't know about talking down about y'all ain't heard me talk about down to myself. Cause when you do, you're gonna be like, oh my God. Oh my God, is he alright? Ask Charles. Oh my God, is he okay? Because see, there's a difference. Once I realize I'm an empath, I have to be on full alert. I have to be on full alert 24/7. Because what is normal rhetoric to you guys is a full-on attack to me. Oh man, they didn't mean nothing. Yes, they did to me. You see what I'm saying? Yes, they did to me. It's a full-on attack. So I have to, anything that is said to me, I have to be aware of it. That's why, look, a lot of times I don't drink. Like I haven't drunk like I've had used to, because stuff will come out my mouth that ain't right. I have a limit now. I have a mental limiter. I have what they call, I forgot, what they call a speed inhibitor that these trucks got. I got a governor that I know at the one point how to shut up. I don't know who needs to hear this, but sometimes you'll work yourself so hard that you'll forget that you've not recharged yourself. And what do I mean by that? People won't be, people will, loved ones, friends, they'll make fun of your YouTube journey or your TikTok journey or whatever journey that you're trying to accomplish. Your physical journey. Look, I'm not trying to be skinny because it's totally effing impossible. But I'm trying to get off of these drugs or get these drugs to the lowest dose possible because I'm tired of taking this poison. I'm tired. I'm tired of being in pain. I'm tired of when I walk, my feet hurt all the time. I'm tired when I walk, my feet swell up. I'm tired. I'm tired of being out of breath. My plan from this day forward is I'm not gonna be broadcasting my weight loss journey, my living health journey, but I'm just gonna do it. And when stuff is given to me, I'm gonna say no, thank you, and I'm not gonna eat it. I'm not gonna hurt. Your feelings or whatever gonna get hurt because I'm not gonna eat it. But if I decide to eat it, that's gonna be a cheat day. But I'm gonna live better for me. I'm gonna live better for my life, and I'm going to feel better because see I've been reading up this diabetes, and it messes with everything in your body. If I don't get control of this, including Alzheimer's, including my memory, other parts of my body. So I have to get control of it and stay in control. And if I'm getting control of my diabetes, the weight is going to fall off of me. And once it starts falling, I'm that type of person. I can only do one thing at a time. I got tunnel vision. Once I get it down to a weight that I'm comfortable with, then I'm going to start exercising. I'm going to start doing sit-ups because I got a big patch in my stomach because I got cut open years ago. I got a big bulge. My stomach is very weak. I got to work on that. I want to run a 5K. I want to jog a 5K. I'm going to start doing stuff that makes me happy. I have said yes to everybody else but me. And sometimes you got to just put your foot down and navigate around. Sometimes you got to do something. You got to, if you start feeling that the door is opening up, you got to start looking deep down and say, wait a minute, that door's got to close back. What do I normally do to keep that door closed? If it's cooking, if it's exercise, if it's being a handyman, or if it's being like some women decorate, if it's working on your car. I didn't realize I like working on small engines. I haven't repaired anything in a while. I haven't bought anything. I wanted to buy this piece, but I don't have the money right now. I don't have it. But I'm going to start saving up. I've got projects. I got lists of stuff that I want to do. But I got a notebook. I started writing this stuff down. I'm going to buy bits and pieces. When I stop today, I'm going to put some money on a credit card for a Carnival to pay off an old cruise and a future cruise. But these things is what makes me happy. These things is what helps me navigate through the dark areas of my life. Because trust me, you won't like me if I embrace that dark area. You won't want to be bothered with me. Because you see a lot of people. Only one person has seen right now has seen me in that dark area, and he's a very close friend. That's why he has my respect, because he didn't kick me to the curb. We were laughing about it yesterday. He says, "Oh, you forgot. You need to forget that." No, I embraced that because you recognized that I was in the dark area, and then you didn't make fun of me, and you didn't just walk away. You just let me know, hey, I need to let you know you in the dark area there, bro. And I was like, really? And he said, yeah. And that helped me. That helped me to get out of the dark area. Sometimes to navigate through a dark area, you need a good friend to tell you, hey, it's getting a little dark around here. How about we turn on the lights? Sometimes you need someone to say, hey, my ninja, you can do this. Hey, get up. Stop laying in your defeat. Get up. Sometimes you need to yell at people. Get up. Stop laying in your defeat. Why do you think I say at the end of every YouTube video, from the first time where it was just me, Charles, and Mike, if you don't think nobody loves you, I love you and God loves you too. Because somebody don't know that someone loves them. Someone doesn't know that someone gives a F-U-C-K about them. I care. And I've not even seen you or touched you physically. If you don't think someone says you can do it, I'm telling you, you can do it. I'm a prime example. I never thought I'd be able to drive this effing monstrosity from coast to coast for 14 years. I almost lost my life in this damn thing. But this thing gives me money to go to different countries. It gives me money to play in my lawn. It gives me money to fly out and do things. You got to figure out. And sometimes you got to go to the Walmart in your life and get you one of them flashlights that you can strap to your head so you can see ahead of yourself. That you can figure out which way do I need to go in this darkness. And sometimes even your loved ones will make it even darker and they don't realize it. And they don't even know how much pain you in. Because everybody expects you to be the strong one, and you're the one that's hiding the most pain. You're supposed to be the rock of the family, and you're hiding the most pain because you're trying to endure. You know what? This last operation didn't cut my stomach wide open like the operation I had years ago. It was nothing but 3 holes in my stomach. But my stomach was so puffed up, it looked like I was pregnant. Nothing but 3 holes. My wife said, why are you moaning and yelling and all that? There's nothing wrong with you. Literally said, there's nothing wrong with you. You're all right. And I looked at her, and this was right after the operation. And I was on drugs, and I still felt that pain. I told her, go on home. I said, go on home. And I stayed quiet. I said, you don't need to be. I'll be right. Go on home. And I sat there when she left, and I cried. And I asked the nurse when is my next pain pill coming. But I realized she thinks I'm this all powerful, whatever. And you didn't realize that I was in such pain. Later on, my sister told me, because you black women, y'all don't know how to apologize. My sister said, because my sister went through literally the same operation 2 weeks prior. She spoke to my sister. She said, I didn't know. I said, yeah. My sister told her how much pain she was in. I didn't know. You see, some of y'all need to learn how to apologize. Some of y'all need to learn how to tighten up on your mouth muscles. Because even the Bible says your mouth is like vipers. You don't realize what you do to people. But one thing I learned, that this dark place has kept me in check on my mouth muscles. The muscles in my mouth are like vipers also. See, a lot of y'all think just because we men are quiet, we don't want to hurt you. I don't want to hurt your feelings 9 times out of 10. Sometimes I do it anyway and don't realize I'm doing it. But if I'm intentional, if I go for the jugular, you better watch out. It ain't going to be pleasant. I'm not threatening, but I know me. I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot of pain. And a lot of that comes out. Don't force me to bring that out of me. It ain't right. It's not fair. That's why I navigate. I keep my energy. People don't realize that positive and negative. You hear people say, keep that positive energy and move that negative energy away from me. It happens at work. It happens out in public. And that's why, look, when I'm in public, I keep my head down, go get what I get, and I'm gone. I'm gone. Don't confront me. Don't leave me alone because I don't want I don't want that energy that negative energy to come out. That's why I'm constantly filled with positive energy. I'm constantly giggling. I'm constantly happy because you know what? And a lot of y'all think just because he's kind and gentle, there's other sides to people. There's other sides to people. And if you think somebody's weak, you far from it, brother. Some of y'all are natural born killers. Some of the people that are in our YouTube streets are ex drug dealers, ex special forces, ex criminals that decided to just look. I'm gonna be dead in jail, or maybe I want to change from my wicked ways and have a family. I have a life. Some of us was morbidly obese, and we can agree to disagree. I don't care because we would say, well, it's the African in us. But think about this, guys. Think about this. Our slave masters, our slave masters, inbred us for for years, for a long time. We shouldn't. They've bred us with the bigger muscle, but more people. If we wasn't inbred, do you think we'd be such big people? Think about it. Look at the look at a lot of the people that's in Africa. They don't look like us. Some of them do, but a lot of us, when you had the big muscle bound guy, he's the one that bred everybody, raped and bred and did all of that stuff. Do you see what I'm saying? So with being inbred and bred with all kind of the massa and everybody else, that's why we are the way we are. But to bring ourselves down to a healthier range, high blood pressure runs rampant with our people. Diabetes, hypertension, all kinds of stuff. We everything's got to be with fat bat and pig's feet and knuckles and all this other crap. And we all eating cereal and we've got to have all of this garbage that is just totally over. And I was looking at a TikTok. This one lady was so excited. She was thick, but she got in the gym and built muscles. And she was just toned, and she was half the size. And everybody, I like the thick one. I like the thick one. And I said, you know what, ma'am? I'm not looking at you anywhere sexual, but you keep going. I want to be like you. I bet you she come out that gym and run a 5K and not even break a sweat. I'm not trying to be skinny, but I'm tired of being sick all the time. I'm tired of going to the bathroom every 5 minutes because my body's trying to get this sugar out of me. Do you see what I'm saying? So next, sometimes I'm a yes man. I bow down. I bow down to my loved one because Hey, I want you to be happy. That doesn't make me weak. But when I buck up, that means I'm navigating through a dark place that I don't want to go back to. I'm walking in my light. You see that the sun's coming up? I'm walking in this light now, guys. But I'm going to navigate through the darkness again, like I do it every night when I start my day. I'm going to navigate through that darkness. You can make fun of my YouTube channel. You can make fun of what I say, because look, I'm having fun. The trolls can come in and say what they want, but I got people in here that will get rid of them. But I'm going to keep on going, not because I'm going to make money, because this makes me feel better. Talking to y'all in the morning and yelling and screaming helps me get out of that dark place. I done navigated through it. I feel better already. Find your path. Find your path through the darkness. Find your path. If it means to get out in the middle of the night and start cooking that brisket, brother, cook it. And save me a piece. If it means going in the garden and pulling weeds all freaking day, pull them and make a video about it. If it means walking in the park, even when you don't want to, get your ass out there and walk. Next time I'm home, I got this orange with those whatever tights. I'm gonna put them on. She hates them, but I'm gonna put them on. I had bought the days when I was 300 plus. I thought, oh, this look cute. I'm gonna put them on and I'm gonna walk around looking like a goofball, and they'd be laughing and making me a video about it. You know why? Because I prefer to be happy than to be mad and in the dark zone, in that black hole that's hard to get out of. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with having healthy boundaries. I'm learning from you guys. I drink mushroom coffee in the morning. After that, I make some dandelion goji berry tea for my kidneys and man. But look, I ain't perfect. I had popcorn yesterday. I'm not perfect, but I see that there's a better path than my life's going to pot. Let me go get that bacon double cheeseburger and eat that half of red velvet cake. Nope. Nah, I'm good. Nah, I'm good. Do you see what I'm saying? Let me get on YouTube and yell and scream for a minute and get this frustration out of me. And then guess what? I'm good for the rest of the day and probably the rest of the week. Do you see what I'm saying? Get that frustration out in one way or another. A lot of times it's better to get it out, get your frustrations out with exercising. Later on when I stop, I'm gonna do me some squats. But I'm so out of shape, I'm gonna have to hold on to the bars on the side of the truck and lift my big goofy ass up until I can do it by myself. You see what I'm saying? Get that frustration out of you and you'll feel better. Don't hold on to it. Don't let it fester in your soul. Talk it out. Let someone know that you're here for them. I'm here for each and every one of you. Don't know what I can do, but I'm here for you. Let that energy flow. See how the sun's coming up? The sun's going to rise in a mile, and a mile is going to be just fine. That's a song I listen to every once in a while. Keep pushing forward. Don't turn back. But every once in a while it gets dark. Just navigate through it. You got friends, you got family, you got loved ones, you got people that will. It's funny. You guys are more family to me than my freaking family, man. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. I was in a dark spot long time back. Mike sent me an email. What's going on? You all right? Nah. And he literally said, keep pushing forward, bro. Don't stop. You got this. And that's what I needed to hear to navigate through the darkness, because we're so quick to give up. But life ain't easy. It never was. It's never going to be. But keep pushing forward. Guys, thank you for being a part of my life. Thank you for turning down your volume when I got upset and started yelling and screaming. Thank you for being an encouragement for me. Thank you for your channels. Y'all don't realize I come through. Sometimes I don't leave a smiley face, but I've checked you out. Thank you for your channels. Thank you for being positive. You're changing lives and you don't even realize it. Coming up next, Wellness with Frugal Mama. Get your workout on. I'm talking about workouts. She's going to tell you how to get that workout on with the positive affirmation and the more positive vibes than I could ever give you. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being in the bushes. You're well and greatly appreciated. Tommy. Y'all have a blessed day, and as always, you don't think nobody loves you, know that I love you and God loves you. Deuces.